The movie starts with Gabriel, a low-level guardian angel standing on top of a building watching the city. His job is to protect people from accidents, especially those distracted by their phones while driving. Suddenly, he appears in the back seat of a car and stops it with just a touch, saving the driver. One day, Gabriel notices a young man named Arj. Arj does small jobs through an app to earn money. His first task is to wait in line outside a popular bakery for 2 hours for someone else. But when it's his turn, all the bread is gone. He sees that a rich man named Jeff bought all of it and got priority because of his wealth. Arj also meets Elena, a girl who is poor like him. They slowly start liking each other. At night, they eat at a food stall and Arj shares his dream of becoming a filmmaker. Elena encourages him and Gabriel watches happily as they enjoy the moment. Arj sleeps in his car at a parking lot that night. Meanwhile, the Angels' manager Martha calls a meeting where angels share stories of how they helped people find meaning in life. Inspired, Gabriel wants to do more than just prevent accidents. He asks Martha for a bigger mission, but she says he's not ready yet. Arj's life gets harder. Sometimes guards kick him out of parking lots, and sometimes he has to use a local gym's bathroom to shower. One day, he gets a task to clean Jeff's garage. He works so fast and efficiently that Jeff is impressed and hires him as his assistant. Jeff even gives Arj a credit card to help with expenses. Now, Arj can afford to stay in a motel. Arj takes Elena to a restaurant, but the prices shock him. To avoid embarrassment, he uses Jeff's card to pay. The next day, when Jeff asks about the expense, Arj apologizes and promises to repay, but Jeff fires him immediately. Arj is back on the streets, and to make things worse, his car gets towed for a fine. Seeing Arj's life falling apart, Gabriel decides to personally help him. He appears in front of Arj and tells him that life isn't over yet, showing him a vision of the future. In this vision, Arj is working as a delivery driver and living with Elena at her mother's house. Even there, they are poor and cannot afford surgery for their sick dog. Angered, Arj asks Gabriel why he's showing such a poor future. He tells Gabriel he wants a life like Jeff's. Gabriel then decides to teach Arj that a rich life isn't always as good as it seems. He touches Arj, and when Arj opens his eyes, he finds himself in a luxurious car in a parking lot. The car's system asks him where to go, and it drives him to Jeff's house. There, he sees Jeff wearing normal clothes, acting as Arj's servant. Gabriel appears and explains that he has swapped Arj's and Jeff's lives, and he will return in a week to see what Arj has learned. For the first few days, Arj enjoys the luxuries. He spends money freely and has Jeff do all small tasks for him. After a few days, Arj meets Elena, who doesn't recognize him in this rich life. They start liking each other and go on a date. Gabriel begins to worry that his plan might backfire. At the end of the week, Gabriel asks Arj if he wants to go back to his old life, but Arj refuses. Gabriel cannot force him, and when he tells his manager Martha, she gets angry and punishes him by taking away his wings. The next day, Arj is throwing a party at his house. Gabriel shows up to make him realize it's unfair to Jeff. When Gabriel touches Jeff, he suddenly remembers everything and faints from shock. Once Jeff wakes up, he asks for his life back and promises to give Arj $2 million. Arj calls him stingy because Jeff spends that much on a single watch. They argue, and Gabriel stops them. Arj agrees to return to his old life, but asks to enjoy a few more days of luxury first. Jeff accepts, and since Gabriel has no wings, he starts living in a cheap motel with Jeff. The next morning, the motel manager threatens to kick them out, and Jeff promises to pay by evening. With no other option, Jeff starts working as a delivery guy through an app. He experiences the struggles of being poor, rude customers, late payments, and difficult nights spent sleeping in the car. One day while driving, Arj types on his phone and gets into a dangerous accident, falling into a coma. Gabriel tells Jeff that he will need to stay poor for a few more days. Over the next few weeks, Jeff goes to multiple job interviews but is rejected everywhere. Gabriel, addicted to the internet, is asked by Jeff to find a job too. Gabriel starts washing dishes in a restaurant and realizes how much tax is deducted from his paycheck, leaving barely enough to survive. Meanwhile, Arj wakes up in the hospital. When Jeff delivers a package, Arj refuses to recognize him, pretending that his memory was lost in the accident. Jeff is worried. Gabriel visits a club and meets a woman whose life he once saved. Seeing her happy gives him satisfaction that his work truly brings joy to people. Jeff faces another problem. The app notifies him that most deliveries will now be done by robots, and his account is closed due to a bad rating. Needing money, Jeff returns to his old house to steal his expensive watches, where Arj is throwing a party. Mistaking Jeff for a thief, Arj shoots him in the arm. In the hospital, Arj apologizes and tells Gabriel he is ready to change his life. But Gabriel explains that Arj is motivated by guilt, not by understanding the true value of life, so their lives cannot be swapped yet. The three of them decide to spend a few days together. Martha visits and teaches Gabriel that humans need each other, not angels. Later, while eating out, Arj talks to Gabriel about wanting a life he builds with his own hands, not stolen or gifted by others. Gabriel touches him and everything returns to normal. Arj returns to the night where his car was towed and a restaurant worker drops him home. Jeff pays all Arj's fines and announces a salary raise for his company workers. Arj gets a delivery driver job but resigns later to focus on filmmaking. He starts living happily with Elena and the story ends. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.